Don't you forget, you're my #1 customer.
Awesome. Awesome to the max.
What's that?
Do you have insurance on this car?
No.
It must be Eagle Man.
I've got something for you.
Oh, look at those low rates.
Hey yo, 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 hey yo. Hey yo. Hey yo. Hey yo. All right, for a minute there I thought we lost it. Whoa. Hey yo.
Whoa, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the show. It's Monday again. We are live. Brandon, we're alive. We did a lot of driving. Oh, we're live. You know, you're not even not talking.
I was trying out this new thing. It's
Where
called
you didn't...
comedy.
Oh.
I learned about it when I was in Cincinnati.
That's right. We
Thinking
were in
of sending it
Cincinnati.
to Chicago.
Look at my shirt.
Yeah, that's a fly shirt.
It's so adorable. King Toad. Yeah, we were in Cincinnati this weekend.
Yeah.
With our boy Joe Ball.
I don't know if did you feel the sadness, right? Like, were you sad and you couldn't figure out why while we were there?
No.
See, that's weird because I was sad, right? And then today I found out that Cincinnati is where Harambe got shot.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, that is sad.
Yeah. And I didn't know why until just a few hours ago. But at least I had some closure. So
yeah. Pour one out for the big guy upstairs. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right.
Let's see. We got some more hardliners here. Got our boy Edwin.
What's going on, guys? Hey, yo.
What's up? Hey, yo.
I like your Bizarro Waldo shirt.
Yes, trying something different, as far as it's called fashion, Yeah, I heard you guys had all the fun, so I had to come and change it up today.
Yeah,
no fancy King Toad shirt, but just a little bit. That's nice.
Yeah, kids love the King Toad logo. Like,
yeah, they
what's the King Toad? Some lady dressed as like a princess or something hailed the King Toad as she walked by.
There we go.
Yeah, she said, "All hail King Toad."
Did she do the?
No, maybe it was a guy. I don't know. I couldn't tell.
Selling on camera.
Kind of couldn't tell if it was a guy or not.
Oh, Crazy Mad says that you need a Bangles shirt from the famous "Walk Like an Egyptian" song.
The Bangles.
One hit wonder.
We saw a dude. Let's get this guy.
I saw a lot of dudes, and I was in Cincinnati.
We saw a lot of dudes.
Too many.
This guy hasn't been here in a minute. And we got we can have an intro for him. Here we go.
This kid's definitely on crack right now.
What's up?
Michael Beacon. You look shorter than ever.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought I had my camera lined up, but I guess not.
Did you move to North Korea?
Oh no, that's just my live, laugh, love flag.
Oh, okay. I thought you were hailing the honorable leader.
Mandatory
Yeah.
To hang that in there. For those of you who don't know, Michael Beacon used to be on the show
Yep.
years ago, and now he's back.
Yeah, I was out finding myself. Turns out I was in a dumpster behind 7-Eleven.
I gotta say, the reason Beacon won't show his full face is because of that horrible accident with his cats on his last appearance on the Hardline.
Yeah,
they attacked him mid-show, and it was just ugly. You know, it's blood
it
everywhere.
is. Yeah.
Just,
Horrible. I did tweet this out, guys. So retweets are appreciated. Let's get some more people in the chat. What were you saying?
Beacon could have came out to Cincinnati. It's like 2 hours.
Yeah.
That's all right.
I didn't.
Yeah,
I don't really have an excuse.
I probably should have.
Let's see who's in the chat here. What's up, everybody in the chat? Good to see you. We got the Voyager here with the face of a man that I don't know. This actually looks like
that's weird.
the head goes directly into the body because the thing behind him, it looks like a Humpty Dumpty-esque person.
He looks like a non-yellow bastard.
Oh yeah, just
right?
bastard.
Yeah, just bastard.
Just a bastard.
Skin color bastard.
Rand, Jaro's here. Nick Gear. Scrolling down here. Diracos. What's up, Diracos?
That fish is not having a good time.
Edwin cosplaying as an 8-year-old with that shirt.
hey man, what's old is new right now. You know, bringing it back.
It's true.
You could have the little beanie with the propeller. It would go well.
Crazy Mad wants us to wear Bengal shirts. Grimmer's in the chat. What's up, Grimmer? What up, Diaz Brooders? Yo, what's up? Ink Spots is here. What's up, Ink Spots? Some person as well. Did you visit the Jubal gyms while in Cincinnati? No.
I guess maybe. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I mean, we made it possible. Do we have any chili, Brandon?
We did not.
No.
There was limited opportunities to eat while we were there.
Yeah, we only ate a couple times.
Yeah, in fact, thinking about it, I only ate 3 times. Yeah, and one of them was against my will.
So we did, though, see a guy. No, we saw Andre 3000. Remember him?
Yeah, we did see Andre 3000.
You guys know who Andre 3000
It was a big celebrity weekend. There was a lot of celebrity sightings.
I wish Joe was here.
Yeah, why isn't he here? Because I had questions for him about Cincinnati.
Yeah, he was there. He was in Cincinnati.
Right. Well, he was there in spirit. Let's be honest.
That's true. We saw this guy walking around town wearing a.
It is 100% him.
We saw him walking around. He was wearing a Who Day hoodie.
He was wearing.
Brandon and I parked far from the hotel or from the convention center. I mean, it wasn't. Our hotel was about a 15-minute walk from the convention center, but it was right over the expressway into the bad part of town.
Yeah,
because there was like third-party security guarding the hotel. It was a Quality Inn.
Yeah.
But it was fine. It was it
was totally fine. It functioned as a hotel, which is what you'd want out of a hotel, I think.
Yeah. Oh, some person says jungle gyms.
Jungle gyms. Yeah, no, we didn't go to any place really. We went to a gas station. We went to Jeff Ruby's.
Yeah, not to be confused with Jack Ruby's.
Yeah, I was disappointed. I thought I was supporting the assassin of Lee Harvey Oswald, but apparently not. Where else did we go? Oh, we went to that taco place. That was really good.
Yeah, that taco place was really good. They give you a good amount of limes for your tacos. Taco place, and then Jeff Ruby's, and that's about it. We were going to go to Tokyo Kitties. We were going to go twice.
Yeah.
but
I'm glad we didn't go.
Not going. Which was a Japanese karaoke place that had a bar in it. The first night we were gonna go, or what was it, Saturday? No,
that was Friday night.
Friday we were gonna go. They were all booked up because you got to order online. And then Saturday we were gonna go, and someone forgot to book it, and then we just ended up not going.
It was for the best.
For you?
Stupid.
Oh. Speaking of Cincinnati, a man he's had an absence for a little bit, Brandon. We haven't seen him in a while.
A few weeks. That's for
That's
for sure.
He's gonna puke! He's gonna puke! He's gonna puke! He's gonna puke!
Joe!
What up, dudes? 3 days of constant drinking and I never puked. Pretty proud of myself, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's good. You're the real champion.
Record.
That's right.
Real VIP. The real MVP, rather. I'm sorry.
The real MVP. VIP.
Real MVP.
And, what else is there? I'm down with OPP as well.
Yeah. So does Andre 3000, do we know if he lives in Cincinnati? Because we saw him wearing a hoodie.
No, luckily he's in Atlanta because that's his home and that's where he's probably the most comfortable. But he's welcome in Cincinnati anytime because he does have a name with a cool number, and that's a pretty Cincinnati thing to do, to be honest. So
He was walking on 8th Avenue, so I don't know. Looked like it.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably right because I'm pretty sure I saw him in like 8th, 6th, and over on like Elm Street, like all at the same time. He's like got superpowers. It's insane.
Sounds like him. We got Eddie Winkler in the chat. What's up, Eddie? Camara's here too. Good to see you guys. Yeah, we were just talking about the weekend. It was a big celebrity weekend we were talking about. So we saw 30,000.
He was the first celebrity we saw when we arrived.
Yes. Where is... Oh, yeah. And then Joe saw this man here. Let's see.
Marty!
Doc Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Eating breakfast. Was this at breakfast?
Yeah, that's like, I didn't even know he was going to be at the con because like there were like, I don't know, I'd say like 2 or 3 like guest changes at the convention because a few people could not make it due to like filming timing issues, and then new people just kind of popped up last minute. So I didn't really look at the list the last like couple of weeks. So I didn't, hotels, you kind of look for people or at least keep your eyes peeled in case you walk by them or go into an elevator with them or something. So my wife noticed him behind me. I didn't even know he was there. I was busy bashing scrambled eggs, and you can't put white milk on a buffet and expect other people to get some if I'm also participating in said buffet. So, I mean, I was just crushing glass after glass of white milk to replenish my body so I could drink more liquor later. And sure enough, right behind me there, good old Doc Brown. I didn't even know it.
Dude, milk does the body good.
It does. It does. It heals all wounds.
Yeah.
And it's like hangover cure.
The interesting thing is, the reason I went is because you said Christina Ricci was going to be there.
Yeah, and then she canceled like the month before.
Oh, so was it supposed to be like an Addams Family movie reuniting thing?
I mean, not technically, but they had a lot of those people on, and she had been listed as a guest for like nearly a year, probably, like on their site as one of those top people. They had gotten locked down, and then about a month out, she had issues with like filming getting drug out for something she was working on and couldn't leave town for it. So I think that's probably why Christopher Lloyd came in, because he wasn't even on the schedule beforehand.
Now, Edwin.
Should have got Raul Julia.
Edwin or Michael, can you recognize this skull right here?
That would appear to be the Slender Man.
Maybe in an upcoming film.
More or less.
Isn't that Arnold Vosloo, the guy who played the mummy?
No. It's not him here. No, this is the guy who played Lurch.
Yeah.
And I said, didn't he?
That's the butler from the Addams Family, correct?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. All right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it was an Addams Family weekend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my question was, didn't he die in the 90s?
Do you think he's
Raul Julia?
Yes.
Now, is this the guy from like the old TV show, or is he from the movies from the early 90s?
No. He's from the movie.
Okay, all right.
And the second movie.
That's what I figured, because Christopher Lloyd and Reiki and all that stuff, so that kind of adds up. I just wasn't sure. I was like, if he is from the 60s show, it would be surprising he's still alive. But
no, that guy
died
not very old.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Addams Family person, so I don't.
You're more of a Munsters guy.
Munsters. No, also he was in Men in Black. Remember Men in Black?
Yeah, he was that old Jewish guy.
Whoa. Whoa, Brian.
Whoa.
Oh, he was that old black guy.
You're not allowed to specify.
No, he was the old guy. Make people obvious. He was the old guy with the tiny alien midget in his head.
Right.
I don't remember Men in Black, to be honest.
Deli.
Oh yeah, they were at the deli, so they were Jewish guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was there. We saw Joe Ball.
Oh hell yeah! You unfortunately got to see Joe Ball. Everyone else was a good thing.
I didn't see you as much as I would have hoped.
Hey, now don't go throwing me under the bus for the obvious reasons. I don't care if it's deserved.
I heard Joe runs a tight ship at the booth.
Yeah,
no shenanigans allowed. Just strictly there for business, no pleasure, nothing else. So, hopefully, you guys made it all out still friends. So.
And then
I'll do better next time.
This was good.
Yeah, that was me after 6 hours of straight driving and being up forever with no sleep.
And he had a nice glass of malt.
Yeah.
At the bar.
Got to get your vitamin R in, guys.
Yeah.
That's an essential vitamin you guys are missing out on.
Vitamin R?
Yeah. Look up Mulk Vitamin R.
Mulk Vitamin R. I'm on it right now.
I'm looking it up. See here.
See, the reason Brandon was able to drive for hours nonstop.
That's right, man. You get your vitamin R in
because of the no seed oils and the monk,
Yeah.
So gave him that energy.
That's right. Jay Williams in the chat. What's up, Jay Williams? It's good to be back, guys, in the Windy City. The thing about Cincinnati is, like about any other city that we go to besides Chicago, seems like there's no one in the city comparatively, and all these businesses close like at 9 p.m. One of them kicked us out at like 7:30 at night or 8 o'clock because
there's a restaurant. The restaurant, we go in there to go to sit down with there's what, 10 of us? They go to sit down in this restaurant and they're like, kitchen's closed. And it's 7:30.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't even remember that. You know what though? Ruby's closes at 11, and they let us hang out in there till like nearly 1 in the morning, and didn't say a word to us, and just kept serving us booze and cigars and whatever we wanted. So it depends on where you go. There are some downtown places here that are literally ran by like only 3 guys. It's just like 3 people that figured out how to get enough money to afford a spot in downtown Cincinnati. And they're like, they're spent by 7:30. They're like, oh my God, I've been working a restaurant all morning and we're horribly understaffed. We're just going to say the kitchen's closed because we're tired. I guarantee it never usually closes that early. It's just some junkies that run it. We're like, I need to go home and drink myself to bed. So
Jaro knows. Deep Simpsons lore.
Yeah, that was good. Joe, did you see Michael Beacon's here?
Yeah, I see the beak. I mean, kind of. He's on. I'm using a phone right now because I haven't got my mic set up done yet. But Yeah, he's all teeny tiny down there. I kind of see it.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks tiny there.
But I mean, I can see Kim Jong-un right behind him, and I think that that's a very flattering picture. You picked a good picture there.
Oh yeah.
He's pointing a gun at Beacon's head there.
Yes.
Say nice things, American.
Die, American.
He had big nuke. He nuke program very good.
All right, on to movie news before we get pulled from all these racial slurs that Brandon's throwing out here.
We've already been hit with a strike by YouTube once Brandon brought up the J word. So
yeah, brought up the Jewery of the Men in Black movie.
Yeah. Speaking of those people, Aaron Calamari in the chat says, "Hey boys." He says it exactly like that too.
And then he does the thing.
Refuses to come on the show.
With the wrist.
Yeah, he's busy at the library right now. You know, they're
Yeah.
open late.
He doesn't want to
seen
get
how
hit
many
by-
books they have there? He's busy.
Yeah.
Some person, best diet is jooch.
Never heard of that one.
Me either. Movie news. On to the movie news. Exclusive. Did you guys hear about this? Wesley Snipes returning as Blade in Secret Wars.
God. That's how you know that movie's going to be complete trash.
Explain yourself, Brendan.
Oh, because they need to bring in nostalgia to get anybody to go see it. Because now you're gonna go see it, right? Like you would have never in a million years watched Secret Wars.
Yeah, but
Here's the catch. They know everyone wants Blade, but they refuse to just give us what we want. But they're like, okay, now that we need Blade for this trash movie, we'll throw him in to sucker in all those people that have been begging for it that don't realize they're actually being insulted by him being in this. So,
Chimera.
Here's what's going to
First
happen.
of all, I'm sorry we forgot to pick you up at the airport, Chimera, in Cincinnati. But yeah, isn't he right? There's another guy who was playing Blade. I believe he's black.
Yeah,
but they're doing their stupid multi-infinite universes thing, so they're just going to keep throwing stuff at you, and then they could do the thing here, like they're going to bring in the nostalgia factor just to make you go see this movie.
I feel like the multiverse is just an excuse for like never having to take continuity into consideration or something. Am I wrong, or is that kind of how that's starting to feel?
Yo, did you say continuity?
Continuity, or just characters making sense together, or any of that?
Continuity.
Yeah, it grows on these little brown plants. It's called continuity.
Yeah, to me, this is complete waste of time. He'll probably have like a 5-minute cameo, like Mr. Fantastic did, and then they'll kill him off.
If he doesn't say his ice skating uphill line, there's not even any reason to see the movie.
I mean, it is Disney, so it's going to be PG.
He's probably going to show up.
I'll say mother freaking.
Yeah, he's
mother freaking Thanos.
He's going to show up and be like, "Hey, this mother freaking Miss Marvel is the greatest superhero ever," and then get shot in the face or something.
Yep.
You better not.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
Jaro is correct.
Oh yeah,
Blade should have been in Morbius. That could have made that movie amazing.
No, then we'd have to watch Morbius.
Watch it. It's fun. Is it Blade in time? This says the closest we've gotten to a cameo appearance by the actors in the episode of FX's vampire show What We Do in the Shadows, which suspiciously similar character officially credited as Wesley teleconferences into the Vampire Council. I didn't see that episode.
Did Wesley Snipes play the character in the show?
I guess it was just the character's name.
Oh. So his name's not Blade, and he's not Blade in the show, but it's kind of like Blade.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to watch it. Wesley Snipes is going to have to get jacked. He's looking pretty skinny, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's true. The last few times I've seen him.
Crazy Matt says White Blade.
They're working on it.
Yeah.
Once
Wait,
Blade goes public domain.
Wait, that's kind of like a Simon's character, White Blade. What's his name? Bloodhunt? Vincent.
Oh, yeah.
He's kind of like White Blade.
Just for that, Sam is going to come down to Chicago and beat your ass, Phil.
I do hear their borders open now.
Yes.
Oh,
can
really?
Sneak in and sneak out. It won't take them long.
The border's open, guy.
So everybody look out for Blade and Secret Wars. There we go.
Yeah, I saw Crazy Mad though. Like shout out to Crazy Mad Houday. Cincinnati decimated the Jets this weekend. And that was part of why I couldn't be as involved in the convention Sunday as Brandon knows. I was busy with football. I mean, come on, give me a break here.
Busy dancing in the end
Yeah,
zone.
dude. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Dancing around all day.
You were watching, I remember you watching a Bengals game on your phone, and then you did say Houday, and then your wife also said Houday.
Yeah.
We get a little crazy.
You didn't do it for the benefit of anybody else around you. It was
Right, yeah, it was just you guys.
Two guys interacting with the screen.
We were standing at a comic convention with a bunch of geeks dressed up as anime characters walking past, and then you guys were screaming Houday. It's pretty funny.
Well, the rest of Cincinnati gets it.
Yeah, I was amused.
Speaking about gayness, Sugar Chris gets it.
Here we go. Sugar Chris. Oh boy, gonna get Sim started now. There we go. Good to see you, Chris. Beam Pad. What's up? Good to see you. Says it's up to the panel. Everyone in Cincinnati says Houday. Oh yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I don't think you guys saw it because you weren't outside yet. But when me and Maria were sitting out on the cigar deck at Ruby's, a car, like, so you know how it's right in an intersection, like literally a car stops right at the red light. Everyone hops out of it, starts breaking it down right there in the middle of the street, just dancing right in front of their car, having a blast at the red light. So me and Maria start yelling at them, Houday, and do the gritty, and they start doing the gritty for us, and Jamar chasing it up like they're in the end zone right there in the middle of the street. And then right before the light turns green, they all just had like that gut timing and just hop back in the car. And then took out. You saw it. There's like dirt bikers flying around. There's just crazy shit.
Yeah.
24 hours a day happening down there. It's because no one has to worry about getting shot all the time now. So now they're all just like, it's party time.
Brandon
No
and I
matter
saw
what day of the week it is.
Brandon and I saw a woman riding a motorcycle downtown.
Yeah.
There was also an anomalously large amount of Dodge Challengers.
Dude, Dodge Challengers, Mustangs, fucking all that kind of stuff. Any kind of like modern muscle car just sells like hotcakes around here. Like everybody wants them. Everybody's got them. And it's like you'll even see people where you know like they really can't afford to keep up with that thing, but they're going to buy it even if it's the only nice thing they have in their life. And they're going to make noise everywhere they go with those cars. So
yeah, those dirt bikers were crazy. Popping wheelies down the whole block.
yeah, I thought one of them was going to get himself killed, to be honest. It looked like that dirt bike was about to just fly right out from under him a few times.
Yeah.
Those guys are maniacs.
It was cool because it wasn't post-apocalyptic. Like, I don't want it to sound like there's, like, dirt biker gangs with, like, lead pipes just hitting each other in the skulls right down the street. It's just, like, people having a good time, you know?
Save that experience for when you come to Chicago.
Yeah.
It's like Mad Max, cars chasing each other, shooting each other.
Yeah, remember when that kid stole that police horse and was riding around downtown?
Police what?
Police horse?
Oh, no, I don't remember that.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I would like to do that because I know how to ride horses, but, like, man, I'd be scared the cops would just club me till every bone in my body's broke once I got off that thing.
They would. Jaro says, a woman riding a motorcycle? I don't believe you. It's true.
Yeah, it was.
We saw her twice.
Well, it looked like a woman at least.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a woman.
Probably.
Crazy Matt says, Chili, muscle cars, Bogarts, and Houday, that's Cincinnati.
Yeah, pretty much.
that burger that you brought me was like a burger from McDonald's in the 80s. Like
Okay.
Went to like those paper thin patties.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like an older one. It was
Thin patties are like a weird Ohio thing too. Like Frisch's is like an Ohio staple restaurant that's everywhere. All their burgers are based off of these thin patties. I don't know. It's just something like I obviously started with Mackie D's, but for some reason that's just like a thing. All over the state. I mean, more in Southern Ohio, but pretty much everywhere. It's like people are they just like too much bread and too much meat all mixed together instead of just like normal quantities. We just double up everything. It's like, hey, instead of one thick burger, let's do two really thin ones and add some bread in between and a bunch of other slop. And it's just what we do.
So this is a video that I saw today. Brandon saw it as well. This is how we should have been interacting with people in the city, Brandon.
Dude, this would have been amazing.
Going to a new place, talking to people we don't know. And this says, delay your voice in public. Really interesting experiment here. Let's see.
It's really bad weather we're having.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, it's awful.
What the fuck is going on? Why? Who are you? What do you want?
Nothing. I'm just saying hi.
What the fuck is wrong with your mouth? Get out of here!
That's your biggest in real life troll.
He found the exact perfect person to troll with this gimmick too. Like just completely overreacts to the most mundane situation.
Like I'm sure that guy thinks that this guy is some android or something.
Yeah.
Or like the simulation is breaking down in front of him.
Yeah.
Freaking the hell out.
Get away from me. He's a witch.
I mean, I would. I'd be totally like, nah, dude. Homie, don't play that. I'm out of here.
Get out of here before I break out the pipe.
Yeah.
These drugs, they're hitting me bad.
Bretsky, what's up, Bretsky? Good to see you.
Would be my first thought, to be honest, Brandon. But after I got through that thought.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to start practicing that. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. I would love to do that. So my question about Cincinnati was when we were leaving on the highway, there were these signs that said like Cincinnati security coverage zone or something, and then it had a circle with like a bird inside of it.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
We have a lot of like airplane type, drone type surveillance all over the state because of Wright Pat Air Force Base and other bases in the area. Like there's a lot of like other locations they use, but they're not like well known because they were like old commercial spaces that people left and put up for sale, and the government just bought it from them essentially because there was already tarmacs or already hangars and stuff like that. So yeah, between Wright Pat and a few other locations, like here where I live in my little town, we have a huge Amazon center out there. But before it was a distribution center, it was a giant shipping company, and then they sold that out, and basically the feds bought it out, and there's a whole portion of it that Wright Pat runs. And it kind of sucks because like they don't even like give you options on certain things. You'll just get like a letter in the mail that says, hey, we've got permission from the government to run drones just for fun within a 25-mile radius of this town. And that's it. Like we have like, here's the radius we're allowed to work in. So if you see a drone, don't be worried. But it's like you're talking to a bunch of like rural farmers that are just going to blast those things right out of the sky if they get too close. So whatever, but it's one of the, as much as I love the area, that's one of the disadvantages of having so much just military stuff dead center of the state, is that there's a lot of extra security and strange ongoings occasionally just because of it in certain areas. And they do monitor a lot of highway action and stuff like that for sure. Yeah.
And that's because that's where they're hiding all of the alien stuff from Roswell, right? They need that beefed up security.
That's what I hear. No, actually, here where I live, there's a place called the Nike Center. And back during the Red Scare, it's where they kept all the nukes and stuff here in Ohio, and it has all kinds of underground stuff to it, and it's like a massive place. But anyways, after all that kind of tamed down in the late 70s and the early 80s, and it was easing off a little bit, they completely dismantled all of it and got rid of all the explosives and stuff like that, and just basically condensed everything back to right pat. But now it's like a place where they like help train handicapped people how to work in the real world and stuff like that. But it's strange how we've got so many places here where I'm like, I bet there's something still weird under that building that the handicapped people are working at, because I don't know.
They're probably training them on how to work on UFOs.
Exactly. They probably are UFOs. They're probably not even legit handicapped people. It's probably all a scam.
Yeah. Like that guy in the Edgar suit in Men in Black.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of looked like he was handicapped.
He's a big cockroach.
Yeah.
Inside of a skin suit.
That guy was disgusting.
Yeah, that actually is a perfect segue into our next segment. A lot of space stuff going on recently, guys. And let's get to it.
Dude, I want to thank whoever made that alien dancing animation. That guy's awesome. The alien is awesome.
Yeah, alien's great. NASA.
Do you believe?
I thought they dismantled NASA.
I mean, they kind of did, but most of that's all been condensed into the Air Force over the years. But they still do some stuff for show, so that they have an excuse to get money. But they're basically a joke.
Look at this. They did something today. Was it today or this weekend? Impact success. Watch from the DART mission's Draco camera as the vending machine-sized spacecraft, so that's not that big, successfully collided with the asteroid Dimorphos, which that's a cool name, which is the size of a football stadium and poses no threat to Earth.
That was my favorite part of the whole headline there, was the poses no threat to Earth. But this is just giving those limey metric users more ammunition to make the memes about how the United States will literally use any other measurement system than the metric system. So the vending machine sized spacecraft hitting the football stadium sized asteroid.
Yeah, that's
well, they got to put it in terms we give a shit about. We don't care what those limey bastards over across the pond think about our lingo. They talk like retarded country bumpkins over there.
Like, for me, I'm almost never in a football stadium, so it makes it hard for me to imagine what this is.
Here's the strange part. Football stadiums look really, really big on TV. But when you're actually at one, you're like, this field's really not that big. Like, nothing actually looks nearly as big once you're there.
That's exactly what I felt. Phil's friend got to play when he was in high school. He got to play at Soldiers Field, which is like the big Bears stadium here in Chicago. And
classic.
We go there, and it was like, what the hell is this? And it's just all seats, but the field is like this tiny little field in the middle of this huge-ass stadium.
Well, it's because all football fields are the same size.
Right.
Yeah. The same size as a high school football field, right?
Yeah, 300 feet.
Yeah.
I'm just admiring the fact that, everyone in that room celebrating that they just launched an object at an asteroid. Just like, like, hey, space. Screw you.
Well, how could you be excited about this crap video? Are you telling me they couldn't get better video than just a bunch of still shots of it getting closer till it just stops? We don't see any we don't see anything happen. Like this is
Also, how could you convince me that this is not computer animated? Like this isn't CGI. This doesn't even look real. This rock.
It totally doesn't look real, right?
It's just a photo of some gravel from like behind the building, and they just put some black around it. And...
It looks like it's a texture pack from the Warcraft 1.
Joe's right though. They should, when they do things like this, you got to launch 2 spacecrafts, right? One is the cameraman spacecraft, and the other one's the projectile.
Uh-huh.
And then how amazing, it would be even more amazing because you collided your vending machine with the asteroid, and then you had a second spacecraft tracking that vending machine the entire time. Like that's doubly amazing.
You know,
CGI. Is this just another AI created thing?
I don't know. We'll have to get the fact checkers on that. But you know, I was impressed until I heard this cost $300 million to pull off. I was like, couldn't we get the same results if we just gave like $100 to the drone guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so stupid. It's like if they want Americans to continue to believe we did all this NAR stuff in outer space, they're doing a terrible job at it because every year it gets less believable that anyone's even been off this fucking planet once. Ever.
There's better footage of them like orbiting the moon in the 60s than there is of this vending machine crashing into the football stadium.
Yeah. And every excuse you hear, you're like, but that doesn't add up. I'm sorry. If you got to the moon with foil and foam glued together, and now you can't even get footage from like not even that far away from the planet that looks any type of decent, or isn't just, you know, conglomerate photos where it's just a bunch of shit slapped together. But
I just imagined, and I know that this is probably going to happen, like on the History Channel or the Discovery Channel, they're going to have some like totally trash segment about this where they're like, gotta imagine how difficult this was. And they're going to have a reenactment of them like lifting a vending machine like 200 feet in the air above a football stadium. And they're going to be like, and this is what it was like, that vending machine crashing into the center of this football field. And just like some completely waste of time analogy.
like you're going to be impressed when you see the machine kind of like fall and it smashes a little bit, like the glass shatters and there's some parts on the ground. It's like, that's not that cool. I've seen Jackass do cooler things than that. I mean, come on, NASA, fraudulent weirdos.
Hold it. Hold it. Hold it.
You have a super chat from General Piggy.
General Piggy. He's now authorized to be horny on Maine.
Now, I was looking for that tweet. I can't find it. He posted that, right?
Yeah, you just go to his Twitter.
I can't find his Twitter. What's his Twitter?
Or go to the things that you were tagged in.
I've been tagged in a lot of things.
Just play the block.
Oh, you got to go to mentions. Okay.
Mentions.
I'll play the bonk. He says bonk for $9.99. Thank you for the super chat, brother, and the support. And of course, as always, here's your beautiful bonk. Yeah, I don't think that was tagged in it.
It's General_Piggy_.
Everybody's bonking in the chat.
Yeah, I checked out. We have 38 subscriptions or memberships. Channel memberships right now. Yeah, 38 people in the chat are channel members.
That's amazing. General_Piggy?
And then underscore again.
There he is. 38. Yeah, this week we're putting a new comic strip up. It's going to be the first Masquerade comic strip in the series of strips that we're going to be doing, trying to do every month. So This one's going to be a big one. So if you guys are not channel members, get on it. Sub at that Zaid Raider status. You can get those badass strips. I'm not seeing it on here, Brandon.
Maybe you deleted it.
It should be in his media, right? I don't think he deleted it. Why would he delete it?
No, it's part of this one with the bonk sticker.
I found it.
It's right over in his images.
I found it. Here we go. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, so Sumo Authority's been gifting a lot of memberships on our channel. So if you're a member and you don't know why,
yeah,
that could be the reason.
That's probably why. So yeah, we've been selling CG Vacation shirts on our Zaid Comics website, and Brandon's been printing out. Talk about these little labels you've been printing out, Brandon.
So you have a label printer that's just a thermal printer. So it just uses heat to burn the paper or whatever. It's some sort of chemical process, and you could just take an image and just send it to the printer, and it'll just do whatever it's gonna do. And I think it's absolutely hilarious because it'll turn them into like those memes of Mr. Incredible when he's like just in the darkness and the contrast is all blown out.
Like a cursed image now.
Yeah, it's like it's a cursed image. It's awesome. They're so good.
So yeah, he got his towel, which a lot of people have been getting their towels, which is awesome. Keep posting them, everybody. Awesome to see. And books should be coming this week as well. So CG Vacation should be at my door this week, Thursday, I think. That's the estimated time. And then here's his little license to be horny on Maine.
Yeah, horny on Maine. Yeah, unrestricted use.
There you go, General Piggy. He's looking kind of old there.
He's doing all right. You know, that military will wear you down, man. Real fast.
Yep. All the guilt he must carry from shady backroom deals with Lockheed Martin. My God.
So there you go. Looking good, General Piggy. Thank you for the super chat.
Yeah, show up the shirts. Yeah, so we put up our new dye sublimated CG Vacation shirts on zaidcomics.com, and they're super ultra smooth. And regardless of whatever autists want to tell you, coral is a cool color for a shirt.
Yeah, so we were at what is that place called? Cincinnati Comic Expo. We brought one of these shirts. Who did we give the shirt to, Joe?
Yeah.
Joe's got the shirt now.
Joe's got it.
Mine now, baby. Yeah, boy, first edition.
And we pulled it out. It was this coral colored shirt, CG Vacation shirt. And this girl said that color looks good on no one. And about 15 minutes later, a guy wearing that colored shirt walked past.
Yeah, totally did. Yeah,
great. Don't listen to her. Listen to
he looked fantastic.
Yeah, he looked great. That guy.
Yeah, it's a great color for a great shirt, without a doubt.
Yeah.
And there's a aqua colored one as well. If you're into that aqua
80s blue.
It's beautiful.
And we changed the Magic Cop logo shirts to that style as well. So no more of that heat applied vinyl for the Magic Cop shirts. We're just going on the aqua colored shirts for that one too, and it's right into the fabric. Admiral Wackass knows.
Oh my God. That's funny. Check this out. So speaking of coral, we got some food news here. Would you guys eat this? This is can only be described as hexagon, flavorless.
What?
Flavorless hexagons.
What in the world?
Just like old school bread, where it's basically just like a shitty cracker with nothing to it.
I don't know.
Looking at it, okay, this is hilarious, right? First of all, they're also octagons, though. But on your screen, does it look like that's photoshopped in?
Yeah, I think this little white.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, on mine here on this screen, it looks like it's photoshopped in. On my phone, it didn't. It looked legit.
I feel like this is something that some creepy rich German guy wants me to eat.
Try this. It's very good.
Yeah,
I must eat the hexagon. It's flavorless.
Flavorless hexagon. You'll never try?
Yeah, I'm thinking it's sweet potato. I'd try it though. I've never had. Have you had raw sweet potato, Bren?
Yeah, it's not. It's like a regular potato, but it just has like it tastes like not the fruit, but the color orange.
What?
You know, it doesn't taste like sweet potato.
It tastes like the color orange.
Yeah, right. Like that's what you would imagine the color orange tastes like. You know, because oranges have their own flavor.
Right.
But the color is going to have a different flavor. And I think that's probably more along the lines of an uncooked slice of sweet potato.
I was just thinking about this today. Orange is the only thing in the universe that is a color and a fruit.
No, well, you know when we go to Mr. Kimchi's and they have that pink? And it's just like that bowl of pink?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Maybe I was wrong.
It's just like these slices of pink. And, you know, they're just on a bowl. And nobody ever eats it because it's like, I don't want any pink. I'm here to eat this meat. I'm not here to eat this pink. So
let me see if I can find out what, for the audience at home, what the hell we're talking about. It's got to be in here somewhere. Here we go. Yeah. No, you're right. So there's this place called Mr. Kim Cheese, which is a Korean barbecue place that sometimes our work will subsidize.
no, it's not ginger. Ginger's not pink.
No. It's this right here. It's this bowl of pink.
Yeah, it's just this pink.
That's true. So pink and orange are the only two things. Well, we don't even know if this is a fruit.
That's true. It might not be a fruit. Yeah.
See, I said fruit. You can see the pink down here.
Yeah. But that only works in, I mean, not only, but that's predominantly in English, you know? So I don't know, like, if in a different language, I'm sure the color and the fruit have different names.
Yeah, so when you sit down, have you any of you guys ever had Korean barbecue on the panel?
No.
Mm-hmm. So it's you cook, you get raw meat and you cook it in the center thing here on this little grill, and then you all eat it. You feed it to each other, and you don't have to physically feed it to each other, but
yeah, I was gonna say, then you have a rainbow milkshake. What exactly?
Yeah,
pass off here, so.
But you get a bunch of sides. You get a bunch of sides, and they don't tell you what it is. See, this one.
So just figure it out.
Yeah, because they don't speak English. But see, this one's sliced pink, Brandon. This one's like.
Yeah, that's unusual. It looks like worms.
But one of the sides we call pink. I think that's what it's called. It's called pink.
Yeah. People are saying that it's pink ginger.
No, I don't know if I tried it. I think I tried it. I don't think it tasted like ginger.
We'll have to try it next time.
Some of the gingers are a little more potent than others, but I would think, if it was ginger, you'd still do it.
And it's like, I've only ever seen ginger, like the ginger root, right? These things are like big slices of bologna.
Yeah, I assumed it was like a radish.
Yeah.
I don't know. Or
it's just very pink. Like it's in that fuchsia direction. It's not in like the pinkish, very light pink direction. It's like
well, they're talking about pink ginger. I guess that's what comes with sushi. I always thought sushi ginger was dyed.
Yeah,
I don't know. Oh,
I always thought that was ham.
Yeah, me too. I was like, this is the strangest ham, but it's interesting.
This ham is so
I like it.
tiny.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ham
plum
these
is-
days. Science is wild.
Wait, Jordan Hurst calls me out and says plum is a color. Would you say plum is a color?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Plum.
But it's plum purple, Brandon.
No, you can describe something as plum.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
The
semantics.
thing, all right, about this orange business, right? Just back to the orange.
Mm-hmm.
It's unusual, and it's true and stuff, but it's just like, wow, that's kind of crazy. Is that brown is just dark orange, but it's like one of the only color derivations that has its own unique name in English.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where like it's just there's no like, I mean, there's the colors, right? But like that one being a color that we use so frequent that's like one of the normal colors, not like sky blue or whatever, you know, that would just be blue to a guy. It's just blue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We have a super chat here. Sim, all the way up from the Great White North.
Hey, yo.
What's up, Sim? Good to see you. It says, "Hey yo, bonk." You get a bonk. Did we do hey yos already? I think we already did hey yos.
Hey, yo.
We get a bonk. Thanks for the super chat, bro.
Now, this we could ask Beacon this. Beacon, do you become pink ginger in the summer?
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, and back to something that Joe Ball said. Some gingers are more potent than others.
Oh yeah.
Good.
I can imagine.
Hard on Instagram.
Some are so potent, they're just like, everywhere they go. Can't stop them.
I found. Speaking of gingers, I found this funny ginger meme. Oh, we do have another super chat though.
Oh yeah.
Sim says Canada Dry is made of real ginger. Fact bonk.
Fact bonk.
A fact bonk.
That's the soda.
Canada Dry with soda. That's right.
You called?
I have something that's very topical to show you.
Is it because of the Canada Dry thing? We didn't discuss Egypt news last week. We had that Egypt news. All right, while you do your thing,
I already got it up.
Huh?
I already got it up.
All right, well, let's see it.
So,
oh, your ginger thing?
says that cannibalism. See, made it from real ginger. Dude, how topical was that?
Yeah, that was perfect. That was too perfect.
All right, what's this Egypt thing? We would have a good Egypt intro. Should I make the Mummies Alive intro? Or like when they power up?
Power up. Yeah. You can come up with something cool.
Oh yeah, where can I find that Egypt thing? I forgot where you.
I don't know. Did I send it to you on
it was
Instagram? Yeah. I sent you something else on Instagram too today. I don't remember what it was.
The Transformer thing. Oh, you also posted this picture of us at the show, and thought it was weird.
I did. Oh yeah, where you're like
harassing with women,
yelling at this woman.
You guys, let me know what I'm doing in this picture because I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah. Duh.
The facade is broken, people. See, if you ever get to meet Phil and you don't compliment his arms, this is what happens to you.
Be gone, thoughts.
Take no. If you say anything,
I have no memory of even talking to this person.
Of course, you blacked out in a rage. You're like, "How dare you say my arms aren't looking jacked today, lady? I wouldn't even sell you a book. Get out of here." Joe
All
Ball's
three
like, well, it's harsh, but it's true. You should have complimented him.
Well, it's so loud on the floor. I mean, you almost did have to yell at people all day to talk to each other. So it wouldn't surprise me if because of his height, so the distance between his head and her ears was already like a problem. You know, because women are all tiny and short and weird. So he had to get down close so that she could hear him above all the racket and the clatter of a busy, bustling Cincinnati convention.
Do you remember this person, Joe?
Brother, I barely remember anything. I mean, I try.
Look at his eyes, Phil. Look
Comes
at
and
his
goes.
He's gone. He's gone.
No, I was literally drunk there. Like I was holding that piece of paper and that pencil for like an hour and a half, doing absolutely nothing, because my eyeballs kept like going in and out of focus when I was trying to look at it.
It's like, I swear to God, if the Bengals don't win this game, I'm gonna stab this lady right here with this pen.
Yeah.
So you know how when sharks go to attack something, like their eyes roll back? That kind of looks like what's happening to Phil there.
Yeah.
Phil's about to go in for the kill.
I was like, you never heard of Simon Bisley?
And then I was like, don't worry about it, gal. Bisley sucks. And then Phil like elbowed me really hard in the ribs. So I just drank more liquor.
She's got her purse hidden behind her back there.
Yeah.
She's in a very defensive position, too.
What a weird picture to post, Brandon.
Yeah. I didn't realize that at all.
Anyone was there?
I think that was a situation of missing time. She might have been an alien that had abducted us, and we just don't remember that entire situation, and that's the only evidence of it is that photo.
That makes sense.
Well, what's weird was I remember when I was sitting there sketching, because it was the only time I did, and Brandon was beside me the whole time.
Yeah.
And that weirds me out, too, because I looked at that photo and was like, what is Phil doing there? Because I know for a fact I'd never once stood beside Phil during that span, but then I was like, oh, I was drinking kerosene under the table, so maybe my my perceptions were a bit skewed, and I was actually talking to Phil the whole time, not realizing it wasn't Brandon.
It could have been it.
I was almost sure it was you, Brandon. I'm not even like
totally
looking
was.
right now.
Because that was Hunter's spiral, his drawing ledger. So
yeah,
that was early on.
Darth Vader. All right, Egyptologist claims he has discovered the lost mummy of Queen Nefertiti.
Or Nefertiti.
Nefertiti, yeah. So this is big news. What do you think about this, Bren?
So the deal about this, right, is that I didn't realize this. I had to read this article, but toward the bottom of the article, it brings something up. But like, there's multiple times where they're claiming that Nefertiti didn't even exist, or this statue of Nefertiti is fake, right? And there's a bunch of anecdotal evidence about that and stuff. But if you scroll down to the bottom of this article, they talk about how this is like the third or fourth time that Zahi Hawass has claimed to have found the tomb of Nefertiti.
Same guy?
Yeah. He's that guy that went down into the tomb of Osiris, and then they cordoned it off and didn't let anybody down there for months after they dug it out. And then they went back down there and there was nothing in the chamber, even though the entire tomb had been filled with water and sand, and they had to excavate all of that out. And then there was nothing down there. This guy's full of shit.
That's this guy Hawass.
Yeah.
Hawass allegedly discovered Nefertiti is the fourth in 7 years.
Yeah.
Most recently, archaeologist Nicholas Reeves proposed that the Egyptian queen was hiding in a concealed chamber in the large tomb of King Tutankhamun.
This guy's basically fake Egypt news.
So you remember I was talking about this a few weeks ago where what was it? It was some other topic, archaeology topic, and I was just saying that they're trying to get ahead of the curve because like they know that too much is getting out, so they're trying to like get ahead of it and then put their explanations in place for the reasons why things are the way that they actually are being, like brought to light.
Yeah.
And this is just another one of those stupid smokescreen tactics for the thing again. He's just trying to build himself up because everybody knows that he's a lying piece of crap.
I mean, at this point, we can reasonably assume that Egypt's not even an actual real place. And that the whole idea of Egypt even existing is probably complete horseshit.
I was watching a straight up History Channel documentary, or maybe it was a National Geographic, while we were in Cincinnati, and they were talking about like just straight up mainstream archaeology stuff about Ramses, like just the biggest pharaoh, you know, the most well-known pharaoh, because he just put his name on everything.
Yeah.
And they were talking about how, literally in the show, about how he took statues of other pharaohs and had them recarved in his likeness, but they didn't carve or recarve the entire statue, or they didn't change the entire face of the statue. They just changed little things to let you know that it was Ramses who was that pharaoh also. Like he was all the pharaohs. And they have these statues that are made out of solid granite, which is a giant pain in the ass to carve. And they're, you know, they changed very slightly. It's like, or maybe they couldn't change anything on these granite statues, and they did what they could because it's a giant pain in the ass to carve into granite with copper chisels and stuff, right?
Instead of trying to make it look like they're
right. It's super well known that they just claimed everything and put their own names on it, and then that's the record that we have, right? Like you scratch off the last year's student of the math book owner, and then you put your own name in there.
Right. Well, all
and
these
then just like you're the last person. Look, Frequency Girls here. Perfect timing for Egypt news.
Yeah.
Zahi Hawass, noted liar.
And if you want to bring down mainstream archaeology, like we all do, you can go to zaidcomics.com, go to the apparel section, and hit up. Get your very own Down with Mainstream Archaeology t-shirt. All the proceeds go to Zaid Comics. And that's it.
That's right. You'll get hard-hitting content about how mainstream archaeology is keeping the truth from humanity for whatever reason. I don't really understand why, because how awesome would it be to know that there was an even older civilization past 12,000 years ago?
They know something.
Yeah, they know. They just don't want us to know.
We got a Sumo in the chat says Nefertiti is pretty hot.
Yeah, he's got a point.
They say that some people say that statue is not even legit because of the way that it was found. It was found like perfectly in some sand that had like nothing around it, and the damage
except an Egyptian gift shop, the only thing that was around it.
Yeah. And like the damage is like to the back of it, and then like to this other small part of it where like the face isn't damaged, and like it seems very, very intentional. And then she has one obsidian eye, and the other eye is missing, and the eye is never found. And then so the anecdotal evidence on that is they used to make the necklaces with the one eye, like for the Eye of Horus, or you know, whoever they were calling it at the time, out of the obsidian. And then so if you were a person who was going to counterfeit a ancient Egyptian statue, you could take a real obsidian eye from one of these necklaces and put it in the head, right? But you only have one because there's only the one that's facing the one direction. You don't have the other one facing the other direction because the Eye of Horus always faced that one direction. So super suspicious.
Sus. That's what we like to say.
Sounds like some Horus shit.
All right, let's see here. I think that's it. We talked about pink.
We did talk about pink. New favorite color.
It's a good color.
It's like red, but not quite.
Oh, shit. We're going to get ready for Babe of the Week here, but I wanted you to explain this. We were talking about Egypt, space, aliens. You kind of explain this chart for us, Brandon.
What is this even about? I don't remember. Seed Oil Disrespector posted this, who everybody should follow on Twitter for real. Yeah, he's one of the greats. He's clearly toward the right side of this graph.
Yeah, but this graph, could be applied to anything, really.
Oh yeah. It's standard bell curve. I forget whatever they call the population distribution like this. Height, hair color, whatever. But yeah, this is always funny because you have like the super low IQ caveman guy that's just like, I trust my instincts. I don't need no fancy learning material. And then you got like all the college guys that are always whining about whatever. And then you have like the super intelligent people that are like, hey, I trust my instincts. I don't need, the freaking reading material. I know this to be true because it logically makes so much sense.
And there you have it.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, and totally. I mean, it's funny that Bill Gates is here, and Bill Nye the Science Guy.
2 Bills. So are they saying that they're in this class?
Oh yeah, definitely. They're the ones that are like, this is how the science is, dude. The thing about science now that pisses me off is that they don't say like as we know it or from what we've gathered or the studies are showing this. What they do, it's like, here's how it is. This is what happened. They stopped doing like the archaeological record shows this. They're just like, yeah, the dinosaurs, they were doing this and we know that they mated like this and they used to dig these and it's like, you don't know, dude. And you got to say that, yeah, from what we've discovered this, but we don't know. And that's that middle part now where it's like, this is how the science is.
Is this
normal or Gaussian?
Is that what the curve thing is talking about?
I don't know. I don't remember. I just call it a bell curve.
30% gave us seed oils.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's safe and it's edible.
Here you go.
That's what
mathematician Carl Friedrich Gauss divides the bell curve. Is also the Gauss gun.
That's cool.
Not to be confused with the Gauss cannon from Halo.
Gauss cannon. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, those guys. That's the seed oil disrespector. Sometimes they'll post memes about seed oils, and then people will be like, "What's your sources and stuff?" And then he has the meme of Dr. Manhattan blowing the guy up, like he just has his hand out like this.
Yeah,
and then it'll be like, "I made it up," or "It came to me in a dream," or "I'm trusting my 100,000 years of genetic, ancestral thinking and stuff."
Yeah.
Like that, it's awesome.
We got Mr. Edwin sent in a
Ja Rose correct here.
Science becomes dogma.
Yeah.
I never seen
Which
that
is
movie.
bad. It's the worst thing ever because then you could buy it, right? You could pay it off.
Yeah, that's not good. I guess we're gonna use that video you sent me, Edwin, which I'm sure Brandon's gonna say is cheating.
Probably. Is she naked?
No.
Here's the thing, though. I want Tiffany Amber Thiessen to lose because that was a bad babe of the week last week.
Yeah, you can't blame anybody except your own brother, Brandon.
I blame him all the time, and then he blames me.
Betrayed by your own kin. It's just outrageous betrayal.
I say Carolina needs to get a rematch like ASAP. And I love Kelly Kapowski. Don't get me wrong. Like she's one of those people I'll defend blindly, even though I've never met her and I don't know anything about the actual person. I just know I love Saved by the Bell, and that's all that counts here. So like it's a true struggle because Carolina's rocking it 24/7, but like Kelly Kapowski's Kelly Kapowski. I don't know what to tell you. She's kind of a legend amongst females. So
well, how do we get Carolina back in the running?
We'll have to have.
What if she becomes a member of the channel?
You could have a unanimous, like launching the nukes. We'll all turn the keys at the same time. Unanimous vote from the Vampire Council, and we could do it.
Yeah, we've been together for 3 years. We haven't been unanimous on almost anything. Like,
well, you could put it to a poll for the chat. Does Carolina deserve a rematch like this earlier? Should we wait a little bit for the rematch?
I mean, personally, I would wait until next year to start bringing back the classics. Bring back Catalina. Bring back Salama. Bring back all the classics, like starting in January. But
why would we put Carolina against a bunch of grandmas? That doesn't even make sense.
Tiffany Amber Thiessen also lost Babe of the Week. A true matchup on Babe of the Week.
There's something wrong with her Instagram where whenever I have to open up the pictures in like incognito window.
That's weird.
That's
like
weird.
Yeah. She has some DMCA thing going on.
Yeah, it's weird.
We also didn't do a live taste test.
Yeah, we can get that while people are voting here.
Cool.
Zach Morris is very shisty. I'd say this Instagram thing's probably on behalf of the ultimate pimp criminal, Zach Morris. He's a shifty dude, but that's why we love him, because his hair is cool, his high tops rock, and he's criminally minded, very very fun type of guy to see on TV.
He is criminally minded.
Let's see, I gotta check my DM. Sumo said he sent me contender. Sumo. This video now. What we're looking at here is a video of Tiffany Amber Thiessen. It's bogging down my computer.
Excellent.
Because these candles are waving a little bit. Which is really annoying. All right, going to the DMs here. Oh yeah, I didn't click on this yet. Let's see who this is. You want to talk about the taste test, Brandon?
I guess we could. This is the worst picture ever.
It's a video, Brandon.
Oh, okay.
Wait. Who did you send me? No.
So we stopped at a gas station on the way back from Cincinnati, and there were. Well, you have the bag. You'll have to show them. It's Arizona iced tea. Apparently makes their own fruit snacks. Mixed fruit.
I could get down with that.
Yeah, with no artificial ingredients, and they use like natural, real fruits and stuff. No seed oils either. I checked for seed oils. No seed oils. No high fructose corn syrup. There's corn syrup, but not high fructose. Yeah.
I forgot I gotta look this chick up. Yeah, so we're gonna do a little quick taste test.
Yeah. So I have a variety of colors here.
Nice.
Do they look like fruits?
No, this one is the Arizona iced tea symbol.
Oh, that's cool.
And then this one is a can of Arizona iced tea.
That's cool.
That is cool. There's only the two shapes. So this is an orange can, and this is a yellow symbol.
Let's take a look.
Keeping it simple.
Yeah, they're definitely keeping it simple.
All right, we got, what's this chick's name? Tiffany Amber Thiessen, who doesn't really have anything on her Instagram. If we want to look at her, she's got a lot of kid photos here. Basically the same stuff from last week.
Yeah, she's gonna lose.
Just scrolling down to see if there's anything there.
She's in a bikini, right? Or a swimsuit. You call it a swimsuit? Swimsuit?
It's a one piece.
One piece, the anime.
Bathing suit.
And then Sumo suggested Jessica Bartlett, who is the CEO founder of Verge Agency. We're all well known for that. And let's see here. Is this
what is that? No, that's.
I mean, she ain't doing bad for herself.
She's doing all right.
There you go. Swimsuit versus swimsuit. She's looking real innocent for someone who pulled her hamstring doing the WAP dance mere minutes prior. She's pulling hamstring.
We shouldn't do that dance. It's not healthy.
I didn't even know there
Walk
was a
dances are dangerous. It's the #1 threat to hamstrings in America today.
That's true.
Yeah.
So let me get this poll in here. We got Jessica Bartlett, CEO of WAP Industries.
The chat is revolting. Horrible champ.
You voted for her.
Yeah, the chat loves to complain while
I don't
voting in new people all the time.
It was a lot of people voted for her.
Yeah, a lot of people. It was a lot of phantom votes last week as well.
We thought
Was there like 20 people in the chat and there was like 40 votes?
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't vote for her. Give it a week.
All right. So these gummies, they're pretty chewy. They're less like fruit snacks and they're more like gummy bears, like chewy gummy bears. And I guess their flavors are pretty natural. They have like an aromatic flavor to them instead of like a very like rigid, direct flavor that you would expect out of like a gummy bear.
Mm-hmm.
Or pretty light.
I'm gonna dig in.
What are the flavors? This one's like mango or something.
Yeah, let's take a look here. Babe of the Week poll is in the chat. So we got fruit punch, mucho mango, watermelon, grape aid.
Oh God.
Is grape aid, not to be confused with grape ape.
The fruit punch one's really good.
Or orange aid.
Orange aid.
And there's not vitamin R, vitamin C in these.
How else are you supposed to stay up 60 hours? You're gonna have to drink your milk then.
That's true.
This is not a good supplement for vitamin R.
You have the can. What was
Yeah,
the
it's
can?
a can.
You know what that one is?
I think that's really clever. That's funny.
The can is funny.
Watermelon one. I hate watermelon candy.
Isn't that the can though?
No. They're all just different flavors. Fresher Luke wants to know where you can get these gummies. There is a Pilot gas station in Ohio, somewhere between Chicago and Cincinnati, that sells them. They're on the bottom shelf.
Good luck. The Pilot stations in Ohio are like the size of a goddamn Walmart supercenter. So the bottom shelf is a lot of places to be looking.
You don't think it was in Indiana?
No, not the Pilots, the Flying J's. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, this one was pretty big. It wasn't huge. This one was like the size of a Walgreens.
Okay.
We got Sumo for another super chat, $10 this time. It says I voted Jessica, but she's no friend of the chat like Catalina was.
Yeah. I told her that she lost Babe of the Week, and she's starting to hit the gym extra hard now.
Yeah.
Because she wants to take that big W back.
Yeah. She's coming for it. We got Tiffany here. Fresher Luke says, "What's the name of the gummy brand?" It's like Arizona iced tea.
Yeah, Arizona iced tea. Who, by the way, they're real bros by not raising their Arizona iced tea prices during this time of rampant inflation.
It would have been funny if this was $1.99.
Like fixed price, $1.99. Should have just been 99 cents. Like, how expensive does it cost to make gummies?
Voyager says Jessica smoking. Yeah, vote in the chat. We got 21 people in the chat. Vote for Babe of the Week.
Yeah, guys, let's get 42 votes.
Let's make this the biggest turnout ever.
Vote once, vote twice, and vote with your 50 alt accounts.
Trying to find the watermelon.
The watermelon one is like a very lightly flavored watermelon Jolly Rancher. And I hate watermelon candy. It's so bad. It's the worst candy. I can't even believe that they sell bags of candy that are just watermelon flavor.
I like it. Watermelon flavor?
Haribo is the best. We have over here, I don't know if they sell this everywhere, but they have it in the Midwest because this is where the factory is. Albanese gummy bears are top tier gummy bears. They're like Jello. They're not like gummy. They're so soft and they're so oh my god, the flavor's perfect.
I don't like gummy bears.
Yeah, but Albanese gummy bears are the best.
If
you have the chance to order them online or something, definitely check them out. They're like a white bag with like a red stripe on it. Albanese, real good.
You know, I prefer Gushers over these.
You had those Gushers and you ate them yesterday.
I know. I had sour Gushers. They were good.
Yeah, these are in the like fruit snacks direction, but the consistency is not as soft as fruit snacks.
Yeah. No, I like when we do cross country stuff. I like finding a new snack.
They are called Jello bears. I found a new snack while we were on our way back from Cincinnati, and it was dried slices of banana.
Dude, that's not a new snack. They've had that.
Yeah, for me, that's a new snack. They're delicious.
I would not ever thought that you would like dried bananas.
I don't even really like bananas, but the dried bananas are really good. That weird, it's like putting a piece of cardboard in your mouth, you know, but then it snaps like a piece of plexiglass in your mouth. But then it turns to soft, like if you had a piece of soap in your mouth.
It sounds terrible in just about every way you describe.
Right. But then you get this real smooth dried banana flavor that comes over until it's all gone, and then you swallow it, and then you throw another one in there, and the ride begins all over again.
Now that I like.
Yeah.
Now, what did you think of the dried pineapple that was in there?
It was fine. Yeah. It was because I was just like ham fisting these things into my mouth because I was just trying to stay awake while driving. So I would like fall onto stuff, and it was like, oh, this is a tiny little salty thing. And then I'd crunch that up, and then it would be like this huge, like, I don't know, I guess it was a dried pineapple. So it was all soft and weird and stuff, but it tasted really good.
You should have just asked me for some stackers, bro. I would have hooked you up. You would have drove home and then cleaned your house still.
Well, I didn't have any milk.
Oh, yeah.
The first day.
That's true.
Yeah, you need the milk so that the stackers don't overwhelm your stomach. That's true. They need something to dissolve in.
I read that right.
It needs to be reinstated.
Reinstated,
rather.
Yeah, that trail mix was good. Tropical trail mix. We got Wolfer back in the chat with a big one. Says, which CG writer is making the Machine Gun? What? The Machine Gun Yoda comic? Yoda gets thrown into a time warp into the 1990s LA. His Force powers no longer work. And he has to learn the ways of the Get to survive Gangland Compton.
Is this real, or is this something Wolfer just made up? Because it sounds cool.
It sounds like it's his idea, but he's trying to pawn it off as someone else's, so we could be like, "Oh, it sounds cool," and then in a couple of seconds, he's going to be like, "Well, I'm the writer."
Yeah, it was me the whole time.
I don't know. It sounds like the next book from the Aaronverse.
Yeah.
But to stack up to the pitch we heard 15,000 times from the guy beside us at Cincinnati Comic Expo, does it really stack up against his targeted harassment of gullible people that he had locked up?
Oh my god. This guy. I mean, you know me, I like to keep my opinions to myself. But this guy.
Do we?
He was like, you'd walk up to him, you'd put a quarter into his mouth, and he would play the same record over and over and over again until you walked away or bought something.
And sometimes,
like,
fun.
comic stories and stuff, you know, like it's all subjective and creative and stuff like that. The tactic that I didn't like that he was using was be like, oh, so what do you think? You know, the book is $30 or whatever. And they'd be like, I don't, you know, I'll think about it. I don't really have that much money, or I'm saving my money, whatever. And then he'd be like, well, do you at least have $5? Because I got this other thing that's $5. And then he'd explain that to you.
Yeah.
And then they'd be like, yeah, all right. And then they'd give him $5 and be like, do you want me to sign it for you? And it's like, dude, just let them walk away. Like, you could read the person and you're like, hey, look at my comics. And they're like, yeah. You know, and it's like, well, if you know, want to have any questions or flip through my art book, feel free to, and, you know, have a good show.
It's like he was hustling, you know, God bless him for that. He was trying hard. I can't say he wasn't trying to sell his books, but yeah, it was a bit much after a little while, and I wasn't even at the booth that much. Imagine how many more times Brandon heard it than I did. Good God.
I could probably repeat that spiel right now, verbatim.
His flagship product.
Yeah.
Wolfer's making things up.
Tough and glue. No, but your little Yoda pitch thing reminded me of this. Let me see where I put it here.
Yeah. This is actually interesting.
This is awesome. You got from Pixel Trader comes AR13L.
Yeah.
Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
The more this comes out, probably be doing a piece, at least a fan art piece for this. This is cool.
Yes, this is a cool, fun, just art piece that they did, and it seems like they're going to do something with it. So hopefully they don't get sued.
How could they get sued? Ariel is an old, I don't know, isn't it like an old myth or something?
Yeah, it's like an old African myth, I heard.
Yes, I do remember that, yeah.
One of those tall tales from Africa. All right, let's check up on the poll. We have
this art is also awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty
crazy. Like, that's such a cool cover.
Yeah, that was awesome. 12 votes, guys. 17 people in the chat. We're going to close it down in a few seconds here. We are getting more 15 votes. Whoa, that's a lot of votes jumping up. Between Tiffany and Jessica.
The Queen under protest. What do they call that? When there's like a monarch, but nobody accepts them.
The Queen of the Stone Age.
Oh man, they rule. Love Queens of the Stone Age.
Are they good?
Did you?
Oh yeah, dude. Haven't you listened to Queens of the Stone Age?
Did you become a fan of them Crooked Vultures?
That's the same guy, right?
Yeah, that's
yeah. I like
he's been in a bunch of cool groups. It's like when you start to realize he was in Mastodon for a little bit, and like Caius and all these other bands from the '90s onward, and you can hear his style, and then when he left, how it changed just a little. How these bands end up being what they were more known for. But
I know he was dating this chick or married to this chick, and then she was a singer in something, and I was watching something about her with my girlfriend once. I'm like, oh, that's the guy from Them Crooked Vultures. And they had a really bad relationship. Crazy people. All right, let's close this down. 16 votes.
Shut it down.
17 people in the chat. Babe of the week. We have 62% to 37. Jessica Bartlett is a new champion going forward. Now, I think this is a champion we could all
get behind.
We all get behind.
It's a champion we'd all like to get behind.
There we go.
Well, we all thought it, Brandon, but I guess the punchline had to be said either way.
You gotta say these things. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, I approve of this message.
Once again, guys, if you guys are just tuning in now, check this out. Edwin posted this up this week. Bloodbone T-shirt ?
Bloodbone.
If you guys haven't signed up for Bloodbone, sign up for it. I'll drop the link, which you can follow here. Drop in the chat. This is the new ash can that Edwin's coming out with next month, which is a few weeks away. So sign up and get a greeting card. Right?
Going live October 5th on Lord Crackhead's channel. Be looking to promote probably that 30 days or so. So if you got a channel out there, I'll probably be sliding into your DM soon. Trying to get something scheduled. So
Tell me what you think of this, Ace.
Yep.
I was thinking for this shirt, instead of it being regular white, I was thinking of making it more like off-white, like a bone color.
Okay.
The base like the shirt color?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
You know, like Paul Allen's card? It's like bone.
Right.
It's not quite white.
Yeah, it's business card.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
Or like a nice coral or salmon.
Sample me up and I'll see how it looks and feels. And like I said, it looks like people are digging the idea of having some Bloodbone shirts. So we'll see if we can make that happen.
Cool.
Good idea.
It's just a cool logo. It'll look great on a shirt.
Bloodbone. And then he taps.
And then, of
his
course,
skull, right?
as always, we have the amazing epic of a comic that is being worked on probably as we speak.
Yeah.
It's death. Dude's so close to 70K.
Yeah, I know. I gotta get back on it and start promoting and get that thing over the hump. Just like those 2 weeks before the con, and like it's literally been barely 24 hours since we've been back home. It's been getting back to reality today, and it sucks.
Yeah.
Eminem.
I hear you.
But yeah, got to get back to work here and get the grind going. You know, I want this thing at the printer by the end of October, so I'm going into crunch mode big time here, where I've got a little bit of line work I still need to finish up, and then I've still got just a ton of colored lettering I got to get on because it's gotten the least attention lately. So I've just, you know what the hardest part of a book is? It's just drawing the pages. So
yeah,
I'm trying to get that completely out of the way.
So grab it, people, if you haven't. It's going to be awesome. I suggest you grab all 3 versions, which that's what I grabbed. Kick ass. And it's going to be a lot to read. So this is what you need to get your read on. Comics Legend is in the chat. It says, hey, Zayd brothers, welcome back. How's the convention? Is it still worth going to them with rising prices, etc.? Do you make decent money? Do you basically break even? ?
I think we sold 8 books.
No, we sold more than that.
No, it was pretty low.
No.
We were only there for 2 days. So we sold a butt book. We sold 2 art prints of my drawings. And then we sold an ash can. No, 2 ash cans. And I don't know, 8 books.
Yeah, that's more than right here. You're not including the butt book in there. That's a book.
Right. So 2 ash cans, so that's 10 books, and then 11 books with the butt book. And then if you count the prints as single page books, there's 13, 14 books.
Well, and we missed out on the whole first day, basically. Like we got robbed of a day just because of all the conflicting schedules. Yeah. So and Friday, I was surprised when we walked in there Friday that late in the day, and it was still like packed out everywhere. So I mean, I was shocked. I didn't think it would be nearly as busy as it was, just because every time I went in the past, it was medium. You know, it's like there was a decent amount of people, but it wasn't like shoulder to shoulder. And when we got there and it was just the whole place was filled, I was like, good Lord, I did not expect all this.
I think at conventions, if you're selling, your original IP books, you probably will never make table back.
Unless you were like the guy next to us who was like ripping the money out of people's hands.
No, I mean, it's still, there's no way that guy made his table.
You're right. You're probably right. You'd have to be out shivving people in the parking garage because original IPs, you have to actively sell your book to somebody.
Right.
We had people come over to the table that were like, they knew us or they genuinely seemed interested in new comics. And so they were like, what's going on over here? And then we'd pitch it to them. And they'd be like, oh, that sounds awesome. Let me pick that up.
Yeah. I think we could talk about that on the Diaz Brothers show, like about those guys. Like people, like Brandon said, a few people that had already backed us came to the table to say hi. One, like Drew from Comics Elite, he came and bought Magic Cop. Like he knew us from the streams and stuff, and he hadn't had Magic Cop yet. I gave him Lost Pages in Chicago.
Yeah. We want to do it would be awesome to get people who are interested in coming out to Chicago Fan Expo, and we're thinking about getting like a big block in the vendor hall area, and then just doing a big, anybody who wants to come out, grab one of the tables in the block, and we could put up big banners and stuff with like big art murals, and then kind of, I don't know, wrangle people into the inside of that block area with like the tables facing inward, and we could have nice like stuff showing all the books and stuff.
Well, it allows us to demand attention in very crowded spaces where there's a lot of options where people honestly have to walk in and look around. And it's way easier to kind of speak and sell your product when you're not like shoulder to shoulder with all these booths crammed right on top of each other. And, if you're stuck right beside the guy selling anime prints, your table's ruined because you're just crowded out by people trying to get around these anime prints. So no one's even can get to your space to see your stuff.
Yeah.
So and you don't know what you're going to get till they give it to you, because there's people that get the same space every year and renew, so that's out of the question if you want those spaces. And then there's, if you don't jump on things quick enough, whole sections can disappear to where you can't really get set up for. Because I booked months in advance and our space still wasn't even that great, so it's I imagine it's like a tough act to get all that kind of stuff figured out. But yeah, if we could get a blocked out area, some familiar faces, people we know, where it'll be easy to keep the environment peppy and up and have all these flashy banners and artwork. Like, I think that'd be awesome, really.
Yeah, we could definitely pull that off if we get enough people coming around. Scotty Rich Studio says, I would make combo sales like book plus poster or shirt upsale every time. Are you talking about in the 90s or now? Because like now, well, I know he said that before. I don't know if he's still doing shows and stuff, because if you're doing that now, that's awesome on you, man, because it's like pulling teeth a lot of times at the conventions with people.
Well, that's what, like this con, and hearing that guy next to us, ripping his own heart out and stapling it to people's foreheads. I'm like, I don't want to do that.
Right.
It's like, I don't want to do the hard sell to randos, because and crowdfunding this stuff, it helps, because then we don't have to do that at conventions. We're getting
definitely
the books out to you guys this way, which is awesome, and going at cons and selling it to people that are genuinely interested, and where you're like, they come over on their own because they like the art, see the covers and stuff like that. And then they're excited about it, which is cool.
He was doing the thing where like he'd go, hey, nice shirt. Oh, by the way, this is my flagship comic right here. And then they'd all be like, oh, yeah. And then he'd stop and listen to it. Or a couple times he walked away, and then he'd be like, oh, whatever. We did have these two time-traveling teenagers that traveled forward through time from the late 80s, early 90s. They were like dressed up like toughs from a 90s sitcom, like a high school sitcom, like the denim vest with a band t-shirt, like it would say Metallica or something on it. And then they had the long hair You know, like they would be beating up the kids in Home Improvement or like roughing them up, and in the locker room. And then they came by, and I was talking to him about Crimstone and Lost Pages and stuff, and he was like, "Oh yeah, it's like the Max," and I was like, "Yeah, what decade are you from, man?
Yeah,
where's the time machine?"
He might have been 17 at the most. Like,
right?
Why do you know the Max?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He's a time traveler. But yeah, and then he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna walk around and check out some stuff, and I'll be back." So I was like, "Well, in case you forget, here's my card, and you could order everything online. Everything's free shipping on the website and stuff, and you could just pick it up." It's like, okay, cool. And then they came back later while Phil was there, and then they picked up the books, and it was awesome.
Yeah, that was really cool. So there were people excited about stuff too. The other guy picked up a couple of Joe's ash cans and some of our books, and he seemed really into. He's like someone that used to do small ash cans back in the day himself, doing like indie comics. So he was excited. About it. Yeah. This looks awesome, Joe. Look at that.
Oh, thanks.
Fucking sick. Oh, these guys are jacked. They're so jacked.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is like, I'm still a sucker for like superhero comics, even though people don't hear me talk about them as much, just because that's like something I would have talked about a lot years ago, but I just got tired of. But deep down, you guys all know like I'm a sucker for all kinds of hero books, and I always wanted to draw hero books growing up. So like, I can't make a comic book where there aren't jack dudes.
Yeah,
like I have to have some jack dudes in the book. Because it's just fun to draw like male anatomy, because you can do a lot more with it. Where with women, it's about like the less you draw. You don't want to give them you don't want them to look like a bucket of muscles.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want them to look like Madonna's body, where you want to pig bomb it when you see it. So it's like there's finesse even with drawing women, because women's bodies naturally have finesse. Where with men, you can kind of have some fun with it.
Yeah. Oh, that looks awesome. I can't wait for this book.
Thank you.
Let me see here. Gonna wrap it up, guys. Comics Legends says free shipping if you order on the website ? Our website, I believe the shipping built into the price, right, Brendan?
Yeah, everything's just built into the price.
Yeah. ZComics.com. Yeah, all the links are in the description below, guys. We got the Ace 2 in there. We got I think Sim stuff is in there as well. What have you been up to, Michael Beacon?
Just working on Tales from That Verse 2 and also Seven Legions. Just I'm working on getting 3 issues made and got the scripts written on all of them.
Awesome.
Pages mostly done on issue 3, drawing at least, and yeah.
Kick ass, man. Keep up the hard work. And do you have a sign up coming out soon for that, or what's going on?
No, I think I'm actually thinking about doing it direct, and then just like doing print on demand, and then doing a 5-issue trade.
Oh, cool!
As a campaign.
Collected, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. Sweet. Let's see. One thing I wanted to show you guys: we did pass 35K on CG Vacation.
Oh yeah,
awesome. Over the weekend. So thank you guys for that. The towels are out to everybody in the U.S. The book should be here Thursday to us. Then we'll start shipping. Probably start shipping next week. Everything out. And then we did just get these in too. We posted this up. The trading cards. So if you guys were on the mailing list, you get the Mr. CG trading card. Whoa. Look at them. And then if you back week 1, you'll get the pencil cover Dale Keown trading card. All those kick-ass characters. This is just the front and backs of them. So look out for that. Spread the word. And I guess we'll see you guys Friday for sure with a new episode of the Diaz Brothers. Go find another stream, I think. Oh, yeah. Someone asked if I was going on Post Kings. We got to ship some Lost Pages books out. So we're going to do that right after this. So I don't know. Maybe I'll be on later. I got to take a shower too. That's really important to me. And go hang out with our boy Shelby Robertson, who's drawing right now. Look at what he's drawn. This guy's kick ass.
Sweet.
That's awesome.
A true master of the craft.
Shelby is a badass. Go hang out with Shelby. Tell him we said hi. Go to Shelby. We'll see you guys later. Let's see. Well, Red's in the chat now. Yeah. I'll be reviewing Siege Vacation under my covers. Hell yeah. All right. See you, everybody. Go say hi to Shelby. Bye.